Oh, that's right. I need to. It's on charge. The fucking charge for what? I don't know. I hope it is. Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing today on this Tuesday? It's Tuesday, but for me, it feels like it should be Friday. I don't know if I have really good reception or not, but I hope it is. Y'all let me know if I start breaking up. I'm not going to be on here for long, but I wanted to at least pop on and give you a word of encouragement. Well, more than a word of encouragement, I wanted to give you some coaching tips. Hey from the UK. I see your flags, girl, Natasha. I wanted to give y'all a couple of coaching tips because I'm not going to go live tonight. I need to go to bed early because I am exhausted. I'm so tired. So I'm going to bed. As soon as I put the kid to sleep, I'm going to read, and I'll probably be asleep by 8:30. But I wanted to make sure that I at least had some one-on-one, some face-to-face time with y'all today. And I wanted to share with you something. So I was rewatching a video that I did the other day with you all about does your list guy even exist? And the Lord wanted me to reiterate. He specifically pointed out something that I said about writing down your list and writing down what you want and praying over it. And he wanted me really to highlight for you guys to not only do that with the man you're believing for, write down what you want to pray over it, but even with your life, you should have a vision, a life vision. Some of you have heard of those vision boards and things like that. Thank you, Natasha. So similar to that, you might not have a full-blown vision board or whatever, but you should at least have, my vision is written in a paragraph form, and I printed out some pictures to go along with it. Well, I put it all on, it's like on one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and it has pictures on it of what I'm believing for as far as my home, my business, my baby, like the school I want him to attend, the church I would like to go to. It has, because I plan on relocating. So it has the church I want to go to when the Lord allows me to relocate. So it has details of what I want, and it's not a full-blown vision board, but it is a vision. And the same thing with the man that I'm praying for. I have a list, but I pray over my list. Now, I don't pray over it daily because I don't want to be consumed, because if you pray over the list every day, you will consume yourself with thoughts of being single and why he hasn't shown up yet, even though I think about it a lot because I have to encourage you, because that's what my purpose is in this season. But for the regular woman that's going about your life, you don't want your thoughts or your mind consumed with a man that's not here yet. And so what you want to do is you want to have a written list of the qualities, the traits, the type of man that you want. You should title it your future husband. So it should say my future husband. Go ahead and write down what it is that you want exactly. And you should also have a life vision. A life vision filled with purpose for your own life. What do you want to live? What do you want to do? How do you want to physically be? If you need to get your physical body to a certain place, how do you want that to be? What kind of money do you want to make? You could be as detailed as possible because this is the desires that's in your heart coming out. And I believe the desires that are in our hearts, God placed them there. So the written word is powerful. And the reason why you write down your vision, you create vision boards, and you write a list of the man you want is biblical. It's based on the scripture in Habakkuk 2, 2 and 2. Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 through 4. Write the vision and make it plain so that he that reads it may run with it. You write the vision out of your heart, not for God's sake, for your own sake. So it will encourage you. It will encourage your faith. It will help you to not give up. If you make it pretty though, like if you actually get pictures of the home you want, and you find like my images were like this beautiful kitchen and this nice neighborhood, and if you make it pretty, it will motivate you. It will encourage your faith, because you will be putting your eyes on something beautiful and praying over it. Now, the key is that you definitely have to keep praying over it, because when you pray over it, God can speak to your heart about it. He can tell you, this is what the Lord specifically wanted me to tell you about that part. When you pray over it, ask God, what do you need to do now in this season to prepare yourself for the season that is ahead? Ask God specifically. So when you write down the traits that you want in your husband, ask God specifically, what do I need to change? How do I need to grow? What do I need to focus on so that I can become the wife that you need me to become for this husband that I am asking for? So that's the whole key. The key is not just to write down what you want or create a vision board or create a vision page. I have a vision page that's hanging up on my wall. The key is not just to write these things down and create these things and put them up and just forget about them. The key is to pray over them and then to specifically ask God what it is that you need to do to become the person you need to be for that vision to manifest in your life. So that was what I wanted to coach you on today. I wanted to really, really encourage you, because I remember I was watching the video, like I said again, because I like to watch what I put out there and see what your comments were, and maybe come up with some additional ways that I can help you. So I was rewatching what I spoke about when I talked about the list guy, and a lot of you that were there said you didn't even have a written list for the man that you were believing for. So I needed to come back on here and specifically remind you and tell you and coach you to write it out. Write the vision and make it plain so that you can read it and run with it. Write the vision and make it plain so that you can ask God to give you specific direction. When God gives us strategy straight from heaven, that is called wisdom. The practical definition of wisdom is practical insight. Operational insight, not practical insight. The practical definition of wisdom is operational insight. And if you want more wisdom and you want to know what to do about anything, you're going to get all your answers in prayer. But to help your mind focus and for you to be able to get specific direction from God, write the vision that you have in your heart out for your life and for your husband. Write the list of the man that you're praying for. Write down the qualities that he must possess when he shows up. That's also going to help you not to get distracted with counterfeits, by the way. You don't want to get thinking that this man over here might be perfect because he meets XYZ, but really you have A, B, C, D, E, and on down to the letter X that he still does not meet. But because he may look good and he know a couple of scriptures, you might think he's your husband and he's really not. So the list is for your benefit, but it's also a tool that you can use when you go into prayer to get insight from God. So I want to encourage you guys for that. I mean, not for that, but about that. Thank you, Natasha, for your comments. While I'm on here, do you guys have any questions? Because I'm about to pop off. I just wanted to jump on and tell you that. I wanted to tell you to write it down, post it. The Lord wanted me to tell you that, actually. That wasn't my idea. Any questions from any of you? Hey, Raina, I haven't seen you in a long time, lady. Hey, Tanya. Tanya, have you started the How to Hear From God coaching program? I'm checking in on you, sis. I want to know. Have you started and how is it going? Thank you, everyone else, for your comments that I see. Let me know if you have any questions real quick. All right, Raina, Okay, so how do you start self-healing first? Okay, good, Raina. Raina, you did start the program. I was asking Tanya because I had to get on Tanya the other day because she hadn't started yet. So, Raina, you actually started the program. You have to send me an email, so that must mean that it went really well. Okay, so the program that I'm asking Raina and Tanya about is the How to Hear from God self-paced coaching program. If you can't hear from God in prayer, I created a download with a video and an audio and a workbook so you can start to hear from God specifically. And it's a 7-day program. If you work through the program, you do the prayers, you do the affirmations, you take the steps, you will hear from God within 7 days. And I am wanting feedback from the ladies who participated so that I can post those testimonies for everyone else to see. I'm glad it's helped. I'm glad you've heard from him, Raina. All right, so let me answer Natasha. Natasha said, how do you start self-healing first? Okay, when you say, how do you start self-healing first tell me, what do you need to heal from? And then tell me, what do you mean self-healing first? Because when I talk about writing a vision and praying over it, you don't need to heal before you complete that. You can write a vision and pray over it at any time. Healing is not a prerequisite for that. So I want to make sure, I want to know exactly what it is that you're asking me about, Natasha. Oh, you're moving, Raina. Oh, good. That's exciting. I mean, is that what you want? I think that's what you want. I think that moving is so exciting. Now, the process of moving sucks. Nobody wants to go through all that packing and unpacking, and it's expensive. You got to find a place to live. But once you get there, I love new beginnings. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that you got some good news in the presence of the Lord. Now, he told you you'll be moving. Now, let me ask you this. Follow up. Did he also give you specifics as far as how you're going to relocate, provision-wise, how you're going to be provided for, what you're going to do career-wise, and what it is he has for you to do when you relocate? Because whenever God has relocated me, there has always been, it's not just been just so I can move. There's always a great reason and a purpose. There's something for me to accomplish in the new location that I'm in. So that's why I'm asking you. It should be the same for you, Raina. If he's relocating you, it's for a reason. And there's something that he wants you to do. And there's provision. So you shouldn't have to relocate and be struggling as you relocate. If it's a God-orchestrated move, God is going to provide. And as a matter of fact, every time I relocated, I've always increased. So I moved, and then I've always had more. Sometimes before I got to the new place, and sometimes it's shortly after, less than a year after I got there, I received some type of promotion, financial promotion. Oh, you work with veterans? Me too. Interesting. Okay. All right, let me see what Natasha said, because I need to pop off here soon. In the sense of knowing and understanding yourself before identifying the type of spouse you want. Okay. So, that doesn't sound like healing to me, Natasha. Knowing and understanding yourself we do call that knowing your identity and being confident in the woman that God created you to be. However, please tell me, how do you connect that to needing healing? So while I'm waiting on you to type that in, I'll go ahead and speak to knowing who you are as a woman before you can identify the type of spouse you want. Okay, so you know what you do and you don't like. You can just start there. You know the type of relationship that you want. You may not know all the details, and I don't think it should be too detailed anyway, because God knows the desires of your heart, but there should be enough details to help you to weed out, per se, different men that are going to be approaching you. And even when you start to get involved with the man and you start to build friendship in the dating process, there should be certain things or a certain way that you can tell if this is an ideal person for you to continue to invest a lot of your time, energy, and effort into. That is the whole point of a list. The list is to help guide you. Because God already knows, God don't need your list. We need the list. You need the list. And you already know. You might still be working on your purpose, for example. You might be like, well, I don't really know what my purpose is. Or I'm learning myself. You might be at a stage where you're learning yourself more. You're growing as a woman. That's fine. That's fine. But you still know what it is that you would want out of somebody that you will be spending a lot of time with. Just to make it easier too. If you think about, don't think about a husband. Obviously, he's gonna be your husband. Think about it as, this is a person that I'm gonna invest a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and spend a lot of time with. What type of person do I want close to my heart? What type of person would I want to begin to grow and to build with? Obviously, he's the goal is that he's going to end up a husband, but before he even gets to the husband, there's a process. And you don't want to be investing time and getting close to somebody who is not the type of person that you would want to raise children with, that you would want to eventually be with 24/7, because once you married, you married. Hopefully. Hopefully. So even though you may be growing as a woman and still learning who you are as a woman, you still know what type of person you wouldn't want in your atmosphere, in your environment. What type of lifestyle do you want them to live that's going to, your lifestyles are going to complement each other so that they're not pulling you away. Now, there's some basic things that should be on your list. You should both know and serve God in a similar type of capacity. You should both have similar lifestyles. Like, for example, if you don't drink or smoke or go to the club, you wouldn't want somebody who does those things. It's counterproductive. You live two different lifestyles. Now, if you drink, smoking club, and you meet somebody that drinks, smoking club, y'all can go drink, smoking club together. But, my point is, you want somebody who your lifestyle is going to complement. Like, if you're a homebody and that person just wants to be out all the time, now, at the same time, you can still have different wants and things like that and balance each other out, but only to a certain extent. There shouldn't be extreme differences in the way you live your life and that person lives theirs, because you're not going to balance each other out. You're going to get on each other's nerves. It's going to be counterproductive. Okay, Natasha. It looks like that helped you, so I'll stop talking before I confuse you. If that was good, then I'll end that thought right there. So you're moving to Georgia from Ohio to get healing. Oh, you said you had to move. Yeah, gotta do that. God will relocate you, and it'll all be for your good. So good, Raina. So if you've been through that before with God, then you know what to do this time. And as a matter of fact, think back on that last experience and think about how this move with God can be better even than the last time you moved with God. Think about how you can do things a little bit better. How can you make it more easier? How can it be more seamless? Okay. So Natasha says, having a deeper connection with God and hearing Him. I struggle with that, particularly trusting Him, so it's a stepping stone due to pain. So just keep going to Him. Continue to go to your Heavenly Father. He's going to help you with trust. He's going to help you heal from pain. And He's going to help you build a deeper connection with Him, as long as you don't stop coming to Him. I always, when I share with people how to get healing, in your deepest, in your most darkest, most painful moments, pray anyway. Keep going to Him. Those prayers will manifest, and God will, He'll take care of you. He'll take care of you. He'll see you on the other side. Okay, Raina, we'll talk. All right, good, Natasha. I see that you like that. That helped you. and everything. And Raina, you I'll be at my agreement with you for your move. Moving is exciting though. And there's no other questions from anyone, so I'll go ahead and end it. I wanted to share with you guys that my book is available for pre-order. So my book, How to Heal a Broken Heart, it is available for pre-order. It will be dropping on May 1st. God willing. Hopefully my proof will be here tomorrow and I can show you guys what it looks like. But How to Heal a Broken Heart will be dropping on May 1st and you can pre-order it. Go to phenomenalsinglewoman.com and right on the main page there you will see the book and that you can click on it to pre-order it. I'm very, very excited about it. And other than that, that's all I got. Yes, honey, it could be sent to the UK. It could be sent anywhere worldwide. So you can go order it and I will ship it out to you right away when it is released on May 1st. All right, y'all. Well, have a wonderful day. And don't forget, I put a, it's not only in the States. I can ship it anywhere around the world. I put a short little video on my page earlier and I was asking you guys if you are single right now and you've been praying to the Lord, what has God been saying to you? And if you're in a relationship, what has God been telling you about that man? Don't forget to DM me that. Obviously, I am prepping. I'm prepping my next talk and I'm curious to know where you guys are at with your singleness and with your relationships and where you are with God in your singleness and in your relationships. I want to see where you are. I want to see where everyone is at and help you guys out. Hey, okay, so Favorite 221, you told me your name the other day. And I'm trying to see if I can remember it. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Favorite 221, what's your name again? I'm actually about to end this. I've been on here for a minute. And I have to go. You can watch the replay though. Raina, I'm so glad you are getting a lot out of the How to Hear from God program. You definitely need to send me your testimony so I can put it up. And include your testimony and include your picture. Yep, I'm putting send a cute pic, honey. Because I'm going to put your cute picture and your testimony and everything. It's going on my Instagram and it's also going to go on my website. All right, y'all. Well, I gotta go watch the replay if you are just not joining. I did talk about what the Lord wanted me to share with you as far as writing a list for your man and writing out a vision for your own life and writing those things down. And I give the scripture reference. So go check that out and I will see you guys later. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.